Hello Amazon viewers, today I am here to review these sneaker cases, and I have 9 of them set up. I still have to build a few more. It comes with 12. You can see that this is actually how they come. These are the side pieces. These are the top pieces and the front piece. So it looks like a lot of steps to put these together, but actually it's really easy. Once you do the first one and you kind of figure out where all the tabs go and that type of thing, you should be pretty good. Probably takes about 60 seconds to make each one. They're really easy. So, I will tell you that I have a lot of other brands of these, and these aren't my favorite brand out of all of them, but having these in your closet when you have a whole row, and I have about 40 of them. I have some of my less expensive sneakers here, but I'm a bit of a sneakerhead and have a pretty big collection. When you have like a whole wall of these, or when you have like 40 of them, it really looks very impressive, especially if it's in a closet. So a couple things right off the bat is that if you do have them set up like this, and you only have like a couple rows of them, or 4 rows of 3 high, you are going to see, if they're in the open, that these aren't crystal clear. You can see that the doors of these are crystal clear. You can really see in there perfectly as to which sneakers are in there, but the tops and the sides, you can see, are a little bit opaque and milky. So these aren't crystal clear all around. That's generally the case with boxes in this price range. If you don't like that kind of opaqueness on the sides, or you think that it doesn't look great, they do make ones that have black sides. You could get those, or another thing you could do is get the ones with the drop-down cases that are sideways. That displays the whole shoe. Initially, I thought I was going to get the ones that went sideways and display the whole shoe, but what I found was they take up a lot of space. And not only do they take up a lot of space, but it honestly doesn't look as impressive when you have like 40 or 50 of these in the backs of the shoes. It really kind of looks almost better, in my opinion, than seeing the profile of the shoe. Especially if you have a lot of matching colors. So let's go in and we'll show you these cases. Now I wear a size 12 shoe, and what you can see is it comes right almost to the edge there in the back, and right to the edge in the front. So you are not going to want to buy these if you're any larger than a 12. I would almost say, because as you can see right here, they're pressed up against the back, I would almost say that a 12 and a half you probably wouldn't even want to do. 13 or a 12 and a half or higher, 13, 14, no way these are going to fit. 12 is your absolute max. So again, don't judge my sneaker collection. I have my kind of walk around sneakers here. So the really good stuff is in my existing cases. These have an opening front door. The magnets work pretty well. You can see that these are the magnets in the corner. One of the things I will mention is that I didn't have any cases where the doors fall open out of the 12, which is very impressive, to be honest with you, having had other ones like this. What I will say, a couple of the cases the magnets on the right don't click in all the way. This magnet is strong enough to keep it open, to keep it closed. It doesn't open, but I do notice on some of them, the left magnet seems not to work that well. One of the things you really want to check is make sure that all the pieces are snapped in together. You want to be very careful because this is brittle plastic. But at the same time, if the pieces are a little bit out of kilter, it's not going to close as well, and they're not going to line up as well. The last thing that I'll mention real quick is you can see that they do have like grooves that fit, and those are right here in the front side. They have grooves that keep them from sliding. You can stack them on top of each other, and they stay pretty well. Now, there's nothing that prevents them from being out of kilter this way on the side, so you're just going to have to keep pushing those together or have it up against a back wall or something, and they'll stay, pretty uniform. But these make your closet look really, really great. One thing I'll mention, the size is very universal on these. These fit with a lot of my other ones, but make sure to check that before you order new ones, and order more of these than you'll think you'll need, because often you can't find them from the same brand and you have to go with a little bit of a different style. That's my review.